What is going on, gamers? It's your boy Grandpa Casual, and today we're going to be facing the Feathered Priest in WuChang Fallen Feathers. This is one of the earlier bosses in the game. He's kind of annoying. He's kind of spammy, like a lot of them are when they're starting to get low health or about to be staggered, but he's definitely approachable. I think the name of the game here is paying attention to the tells that this boss has, but the approach to this one is simple. Don't get distracted. And if you happen to be new here, we do guides, we do tips, we do tricks, we do everything WuChang Fallen Feathers. So if that's your vibe, consider liking and subscribing. Outside of that, let's get into the video. Before we get into the gameplay exclusively, what we want to talk about is the approach to this boss. Every boss in every game has an approach. And this boss really is about distracting you, right? He puts out a whole bunch of lights. He puts out a whole bunch of stuff to distract you from what he's actually doing. And if you let the distractions get to you, he'll get the best of you. So the key to this is paying attention to the boss himself, not so much the distractions. Yes, some of the distractions can do some damage to you. They can do some effects to you. But at the same time, if you can dodge them and just get them out of the way or get yourself out of the way, then you can pay more attention to the boss itself. So one thing to know about this boss right off the bat is that he does a lot of corruption damage. He does a lot of AoE corruption damage. So it's really good to prepare by having your gear sets geared towards corruption negation. That way you'll give yourself a better chance against all of his attacks, and you could pay less attention to the corruption and more attention to the boss. So let's take a look at this. All right, let's brave the mist. And here he is. He beat me before, but I think I got him now. Okay, first attack here. Now, this attack has a very good tell. It tells you exactly what's going to happen. He has this red spear that he's about to throw at you. Now, the way to know what's going to happen here is that the spear flashes before he throws it. So if you pay close attention, let's take a look. You can see this flash here, right? As soon as you see that flash and that flash goes, it's time for you to dodge. So that's what you're paying attention to with this attack. It's kind of basic, but it can catch you slipping if you're not initiated for it. So let's look at this one more time. So he goes up, he pulls out the spear, right? Cocks it back, but you're waiting for the flash. There's the flash. As soon as you see that flash, you need to get out of there. All right. Now, this attack is usually followed up by him attacking and dashing at you. And the good thing about it is that his attack that comes right after this has a flash as well. So after the red flash, you're just looking for the purple flash. So let's take a look at this attack. Purple flash and go. That flash comes really quickly, but when you see the flash, you need to be going. You're not waiting for the flash to end. When you see that flash, you're getting out of there, and you want to go straight. A lot of times with a lot of bosses, it's easy to want to run away and go backwards. A lot of these bosses so far that I face, you might as well go forward, because when you go backwards, especially with somebody like him that has AoE corruption, you want to go forward because you don't want to get caught in that corruption even if you back away and get away. It's hard to get away with the forward attack, so you want to go forward and get behind them as much as you can. So let's look at this attack one more time. He goes up. You see this flash here? It's time to go. All right. At this point, it's time to go because he's coming. And you try to get out of the way as best you can. Now, from there, you can wail on him. Now, the next thing to pay attention to is that this whirl attack that he does. Hey, what's up, guys? Quick editor's note here. I know I'm not on camera. I know this is kind of weird, but I want to make sure I tell you this correctly. So right here for his spin attack. So what you're really looking for here is for the move to go halfway through. So essentially, as he turns, you're looking to catch the tail end of that spin. So what that means is when his back's turned to you and the staff is on his way to you around is where you want to dodge and where you want to get through. You don't want to do it too early because you want to get the power up for being able to dodge a perfect dodge. So you want to catch it right as it's spinning around to you. So it's really about timing and paying attention to the staff. But when the staff is coming around towards you, after he's turned his back to you, you need to be dashing forward to get away from that. Now back to on camera me. So next he has this slam attack that he does. So I'm just looking at his hand. I'm just waiting for him to bring his hand up to a certain position. As soon as his hand is up here, I'm out of there. I'm gone. Because I know that this attack is coming. Now, this attack is slow right now, but he does this in succession when you get him closer and closer to being staggered. And especially when you get him closer to being killed, he's definitely going to really start spamming. So this is one of those bosses that you have to learn his attack patterns and be ready for them. Because when he starts to increase the level of output of this, it gets to be annoying. So you really have to know what's coming and you have to know how to get out of the attacks. So this boss really tries to like to get behind you. He tries to move around. He tries to distract you. He tries to do all these illusion things to throw you off. But don't pay attention to any of it. Just stay on him and pay attention to his attacks only. This attack right here is pretty self-explanatory. There's not really much to it. When it gets to a certain point, like when his hand comes up and I see like the rest of his clothes come up, I'm ready to dash. So his hand goes up and then like his feathers come up as well. So I'm really looking at the hands, but more so the feathers. When his feathers come up, that means he's about to come down with the attack and I'm ready to go. So it's really about the feathers in the hands, but more so the feathers are the biggest tell here. All right, this attack is annoying because it comes out of nowhere and it's kind of hard to see sometimes, especially if you're close to him. But the good thing about this attack, which caught me right here, but the corruption itself with this attack doesn't really do anything until it actually poofs up and like blasts you up in the air. So before that, if it's on the ground, if it's around, it's not really doing any corruption damage, but if it catches you, it's going to do some corruption damage and knock you up into the air. This is another attack that really can catch you and do a lot of corruption damage to you. He didn't catch me with it this time, but this one is like when you hear the sound, there's a lot of audio cues here. What you're looking at is the left. The left here is his hand. If he grabs you with this, he's going to catch you. And it's just like an extended long animation where he just does damage. And you're just sitting there like, man, this sucks. So avoid this as much as you can. You see his hand, it lights up, time to go. But he telegraphs it with audio as well. So you can hear the grunt right before he attacks. Let's listen again. There's a lot of cues here. Okay, so this attack isn't that bad, but it's more of a distraction than anything. So he lets out these like 4 or 5 ghosts and they will attack the last spot that you're in. So really all you have to do is kind of like move to the side and get away from these. I haven't been caught by these very much, but they really distract you from what's coming next, which is going to be like the spear one next. All right, so as you can see, he's doing his corruption floor thing again, right? You see it's touching me, but it's not doing any corruption damage to me. It's only when it blasts up that it does any damage. So you don't have to be very scared of this. Just make sure that you're moving away from it and you're not going to get blasted up by it. It's really important to pay attention to that and keep moving. But also, you can see now he just did that attack on the floor. So you're paying attention to the floor, right? Don't pay attention to the floor. You have to keep your eye on him because look, you can see right here, he has a spear getting it ready for me. Pay attention for the flash and get ready to go. So you can't spend too much time paying attention to one thing with this boss. You have to kind of pay attention to him more so. A lot of the things he does outside of him attacking you aren't that bad, but let's say if you get the corruption damage, it will be bad for you. But if you get the Celia flower, I believe, that's something that will negate it all the way. So I got a couple of them. I think I had about 5 or 10 by the time I got to this boss. So that will take away all the corruption damage. So if you could get this flower, that would definitely help you out as well. But really, his main attacks do more to you than the outside attacks. So now one thing that you can notice here, now that I've gotten them lower, is that the grunts have stopped. Now he's doing everything in a quicker succession. So now I can't listen to the grunts because he's not grunting anymore in the same pattern that he was before. Now he's just kind of like throwing shots at me and I got to pay attention and remember how to dodge them. Now he's going to start attacking in quick succession and you really just got to pay attention and adapt to his changes. Generally, the other attacks stay the same. Everything just gets faster here. So you have to pay very close attention more than anything. You can see he did about 5 or 6 attacks back to back because I'm getting them lower. And plus I got him really close to being staggered. So he's going to try everything in his power to stop me from attacking him. But if you look at this, he does about 4 attacks all back to back. So you just have to know these are the same attacks that we've been through already. So it's not like he's doing anything new. He's just doing it all faster. Okay, this is a different one right here. So here he does about, I don't know, about 6 slams of his staff, and he just makes even more of the corruption pop-up things come. It's just about moving out of the way, but more so it's a distraction. This is to let you know, like, hey, don't pay attention to the floor so much, keep moving, but pay attention to him because he has something up his sleeve. So while you're paying attention to the floor and really looking at, hey, where's the corruption, right? Look at him. He's up in the air getting ready to hit you with the red staff. So you have to pay attention to him, not so much the floor, always dashing towards the boss. We staggered him here. He's done. All right. He's low. So now we're going to turn on the fire, turn up the heat a little bit. Same attacks. You don't want to get too greedy at the end. And there we have it. We got the Shu Sanctum key. Boss defeated. And that's that. Okay, so that is how you defeat the Feathered Priest. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Hopefully I was able to explain it well. Let me know in the comments, did I explain it well? Do I need to explain it slower? Do I need to slow down? Do I need more graphics? Whatever it is, I'm always down to have conversations with you all. Outside of that, if you're into WuChang Fallen Feathers, if you're into tips, if you're into guides, if you're into patch notes and everything surrounding the game, consider liking and subscribing. This is what we do here. Thanks so much for chilling with me today, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.